We don't know if we're doing this is a full up. We don't know what we're doing with this episode, but we're continuing with our music series.
So I use magic in my practice. I mean, hello.
I didn't even catch it. I was like, what did she say? Okay.
I use music in my practice.
Hello.
I'm a witch and sometimes I do witchcraft. That's the show. And if I really need to if I'm doing like a long, drawn out, deep, thick, juicy ass working, I'm thinking of a steak. Or like a cut of, like a half a slab of cow that you're cutting into pieces. That's what I'm thinking about.
Okay.
And so I might make myself a soundtrack to work to. And it also helps me with timing, because if I need to remember to do something, or I only wanted to do it for this amount of time because I don't want to do it too much or too little, then I will set it to a song. So if I do a playlist, like I will intro it and it'll get me in the mood, like something like an instrumental by, let's say, Wardruna, because everybody knows who Wardruna is. An instrumental by Wardruna to lead me into the mind space, and then the action songs will help me remember what I'm doing, number one, keep me in the mind space, number two, and number three, provide timing that I don't have to think about and watch the clock, which is cool. I mean, you can also use candles for that if you wanted to,
Sure.
But in this case, we're talking about music, so that's what I use.
Have you ever, in talking about time management, have you ever fucked around and looked at the clock and been like, I was doing that for 3 hours?
Yeah.
When it comes to this kind of stuff. So sometimes having a little way to tell is very helpful.
Mm-hmm. Well, part of it, what made me realize it is the gym. Because if you do like high intensity interval training, if you need a way to tell the time for the intervals, and I can't do that by myself. I need someone to do the timing for me, and music helps me with that.
That's a great idea.
It can remind you what you're mad about and help get you into the right mindset to do that work.
Yes.
And like I mentioned, BYOB by System of a Down when I'm trying to work against the man with capital letters. If I want to remember, like I said, how I was before OCD, if I need to be bold, that I'll play Glory Be. Lil Sim's Point and Kill. See, this is the stuff that I talk about in that episode. Lil Sim's Point and Kill. If I want something, then I'm going to go get it, and that music is going to help me. Pussifer's Grand Canyon helps me regain perspective and gives gratitude to a higher power. And so that's pre-made music that I'm listening to put me in the mood. If I am actually doing my own work. I am not a musician. I don't have music in my head. It baffles me that people have that in their brains. I cannot fathom it. I do have rhythms. And I repeat things because, OCD and autism. So I don't really do rhymey things. I don't really write things down. But I do end up saying things aloud, and I will usually repeat them, and you will usually have a rhythm. And very often I will put it to some sort of tune that my brain just sticks in there, and it helps me get into a flow state.
And sometimes you can, if you're not feeling particularly rip somebody else's melody off. I'm not talking about for commercial use or anything like that. But if you have to put your words that you want to use to like Eye of the Tiger, do it. Especially if you want.
Yeah.
You know,
like if you have a really long statement that you want to read, put it to music and you'll remember it better.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people have playlists or can make playlists for how they want to feel. I'm one of those people that has the playlist for when you need a good cry. It's all the cry songs, or if you are pumped up, I have a playlist that I keep those. What did we talk about? Those, whatever the BPM number for like ADHD.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. I'm going to look into that.
Cleaning, you need to focus on something, like there's that. And I think you can do the same thing with in calling up the mood that you were trying to get when you were doing these things. I had a spell that I wanted to do a long time ago now, but I was building it for 2 months. It was intricate. I was putting it together. And anytime I heard a song that was like karmic, sounded like some kind of act of karmic justice, boom, it went on that playlist. So when the time came to get in the headspace, because you're not always, when it's, I was doing the full thing. I was putting it like to the moon cycle.
Yeah, if you're doing planetary hours, sometimes you need to get yourself in that brain.
You got to get, So like to sit there and listen to it and be like, yeah, that's how I wanted to feel. You know, I think it can be great. It's kind of like, not everybody wants to have a grimoire or a book of shadows or feels like they can keep up with that. But sometimes you can keep up with a playlist. Even
if you do want to, sometimes you can't because you live in a place or in a family that you are unsafe if you have it. Another shout out to Amy Blackthorne, because they pointed out that they never had that as a kid because it was unsafe. And I realized that's part of the reason I don't do it. Even though I want to, now I still can't because I'm crazy. But that's understanding that helps me. Mental illness.
The way that just, I don't even have to ask what you mean. Yeah, and when you think about the intention and correspondence, there's so many correspondence with the red candle means this and this and put it with songs, even if you're saving it for later. Sometimes I put songs and I'm like, that I see a thread running in between. I'm like, this song sounds like power to me.
Yeah.
Slap it in the power playlist. You'll probably need it one day and be like, oh, I'm glad I have that. Check out our playlists.
Drum circles became a thing for a reason. They're helpful and it helps you. Like if you want to do group work, it helps get everybody synced together.
It's kind of like, not exactly this, but if you've ever gone to like a group thing, maybe it's Anahata's, maybe it's your own little group of friends doing their thing. If you ever shared a playlist with people and everyone's like adding the songs, I'm thinking specifically of the playlist that me, like, and putting that on and everyone kind of sharing that same vibe, or at least they're finding new music that you think carries that vibe.
Bohemian Rhapsody, when that came on.
Oh, that is in my longer playlist because that was so important. I can't believe I didn't put it in the section when I talked about magic, but whatever.
Me too.
You live and you learn. But I can't hear that song without thinking of that moment and being murdered by your tasty cake.
But it was magical. It was a magical moment.
Oh, yeah. It was magical for me because I was closer to God than I've ever been because I was, about to die. But
I will never stop feeling bad about that.
Don't. Are you kidding me? Are you the mental?
It is making fun stories, but man, do I feel
bad. That and having this amazing moment, and me just being like, trying to keep my dying down.
To Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes, this is it. This is the one that takes me.
Everyone come to Anahata's. Use code Church of Jim to get $10 off your ticket.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe we'll sing to, you know what? It would be a nice little ritual moment to sing Bohemian Rhapsody around a fire if we can and pass out tasty cakes like the body of Christ,
But it will not be anything powdery.
Or maybe we'll do the turmeric challenge.
Oh my God. Did we say that on here?
No,
or was it
we
on
didn't.
Marco?
They'll figure it out. They're smart. It's like the cinnamon challenge, but with turmeric. Come on. Oh, man.
Everybody's going to wear white, so when we all start coughing, we'll have a souvenir to take home.
It's like the color, it's like the powdered color runs and like, or like that celebration they do in India, you know, where they like throw the color. Except it's just coughed up turmeric. Ew.
Oh my God, we're all going to wear smocks.
Yeah. But how fun would it be if we all brought white shirts or white smocks or something and then had like a paint fight and then kept those shirts? Maybe not a paint fight, but
that sort of goes with what she's doing for merch this year.
I hope I don't want to blow anything, but tell me.
She's already said it.
Oh, then tell me.
She is getting really into lino cut prints. I don't know what the word is.
That's right.
And so she's going to have all these stamps and this paint for us to make our own merch.
Can we do an old school, almost like a yearbook signing?
Yes.
Sign shirts.
Sharpies.
Yes. What's the best, longest lasting, won't wash out? I guess, would it be a Sharpie? Everybody bring a Sharpies of various colors. We'll sign each other's shirts someday.
Yes. And color in some of the lino prints. Ooh, this is going to be fun.
And I'm going to draw little peepees on places that people can't see so they don't know it's there.
Like right here.
Yeah. Right under the tag on your, where you can't see it. Yeah. Wow.
Do you want to do that right now? Let's put together a little mini playlist and so we can do it. We're going to be like, hey, you guys are going to come down hot as we're doing this.
Okay. Is that it? Okay? I'm on YouTube. I'll make it. I can add them because I'm already there. Okay. So what's the vibe of this play? We'll share this with y'all. It'll be down. It'll be my playlist, Kim's playlist, and this. What are we calling this?
AP Energy Boost. Because let's do one to whoop up a bunch of energy and then like good energy to share.
Bohemian Rhapsody definitely goes on.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll start with that one. No, not the movie. The whole movie of Bohemian Rhapsody.
The name of the song is Tuuli.
Alrighty. Song by
Hedningarna. Super witchy, bro.
All right, that's going on AP
I
Energy.
have a scary story to go with that song. So everyone look up Hedningarna and just, if you can't, don't worry about spelling that. Tuuli, the song, and listen to it.
Play in the background while you tell this story?
Yeah. So Sarah and I were driving back from Anahata's. And I was driving this time because I was helping her drive. It was my turn. And I asked her to look through and find this song. And so she did, and she put it on, and it started playing, and about 12 seconds in, it just stuck on one note, and it was going, and we couldn't turn it off. Nothing would turn off at all.
I want to hear that note.
None of it would turn off.
Is it like the wind whistling sound?
No, it was in the middle, like one of the weird
do-do-do-do-do-do.
And we couldn't get it to turn off.
Wonderful.
I had to turn the car off, and then I turned it back on. It was still on. I had to leave the car off for like 2 minutes before it turned off, and I was like, delete that from the playlist. We can't play that again. The car does not like it.
We don't want that.
We're not doing that. It was scary. We were on the interstate. In a town in like a state we don't live in. It was really strange. But anyway, it's a good witchy song.
I'm going to do, speaking of witchy songs, all right, this is a song called Give Us a Little Love by Falula.
Okay.
It's on my list, and I feel like I want to hear no objections to this.
Okay.
It's the song Space Jam from the movie Space Jam.
Oh my God.
Because that feels like, come on, let's get ready.
I've never seen that movie.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam. Yeah.
Okay, I have one.
Go.
Iniko, but and the song is Jericho.
Oh,
I'm not sure how to say her name.
I'm going to put a Death Clock song on there because I like the energy because it's a Death Clock song, but it's also the something Philharmonic Orchestra?
I don't know.
It's called Death Harmonic. And I feel like it just has an energy that I would like to have.
Running with the Wolves by Aurora.
Oh, there we go. Added. Well, not yet, but now it's added. Well, I lied again. Now it's added. There we go. This will all be cut out because
y'all,
but
don't cut it out of the video though.
Okay, what else?
Because I'm enjoying watching you listen. It's called Ash plus Bone. The symbol plus.
Oh.
By Sukhmani. While you think about that, I'm going to think about things that, like physical objects I want to remember to bring. Like maybe a handful of creosote and some of the wormwood from my garden.
I will bring a handful of things. I don't know what. I'll probably just pick right before I have to run.
A bunch of cinnamon sticks.
Yeah!
I can bring cinnamon stick. I have shit tons. So everybody think if you're definitely coming to Anahadas and you want to do this, think of what your contribution to this spell will be.
I'm going to put the song on here called Struttin' that I need to share with you.
Okay. So everybody think about what legal biological substance that is a plant that is not going to sit there and fuck up the fire pit because we don't own the fire pit.
I'm going to bring a handful of turmeric.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to bring some creosote and some, whatever I said, wormwood. And the wormwood, because that sort of gets into this spiritual plane. It's taking the place of mugwort for me because I have wormwood and I don't have mugwort growing here.
I like you're being very sincere and very thought out. And I'm like, this song has a bud in it.
But that's what we're going to need at Anahadas.
Yeah. Come on. Let me bring the energy I want to bring. It's the energy of butts. All right. So we can say, okay, so we've got this spell playlist coming together.
We'll
take
stuff
requests.
We're bringing. Yeah.
Some of the stuff we're bringing.
Email the requests.
Yes. Yeah.
And that way we can not have a playlist that is 17 hours long and that we cannot use.
Right. Yes.
And if you really want it, you will email us.
That's how we weed out the ones that are too lazy to have their songs on.
I'm not going to pretend like that's not what I meant, but I just didn't want to say that word.
I don't believe in that word.
I want the effort to be made.
Yeah. So let us know. Our email is wbahpodcast@gmail.com. The playlists, all three of them will be linked down below. And now we're going to talk about something a little special, a little trippy pippy. A little trippy pippy your granddaddy Wandaddy went on.
Oh, no.
I hate that.
And you too. I also hate that.
Great.
Let's never use that term again.
Okay. Fine.
Anyway, I went to Austin. I mean, no, I didn't.
No, you didn't. Well, you did, but I just was going along with it. Like, yeah.
Here's the thing. I haven't gone on this trip yet, and I forgot where I was going. I went to Mystic South.
Which is decidedly not in Austin. It's not even in Texas.
Nope. But here's what happened.
Cut to a week from now or something. Yeah.
I love a good ice water.
A good ice water is a pleasure. Good for you for staying hydrated.
Hey, thanks.
Especially as hot as it is. Although I don't think you had to stay as hydrated in Georgia because it was so wet, yeah? Was it humid? What do you...
Yes. It was so humid.
Oh.
Disgustingly humid.
Well, I hope that you enjoyed our musical endeavors and kind of talking about the witchcraft of it all. But now we've got a special treat. Everybody gather around. Listen to your granddad.
Sit down, kids. I'm here to tell you about my experience at Mystic South, which is not like most people's experience probably because I have different needs and wants.
Oh.
When I go to an event.
Sure.
And it's usually just sit in one place.
I have needs and wants. It's to sit in one place.
Not go to classes or really talk to very many people.
Okay, great. But you did do some talking, and we are going to plop those in. You just tell me when a good time would be for those. We have some interviews, so kick it off. I'm going to just sit here and ask questions that you'll probably get annoyed by and be like, I haven't gotten there yet, Charlye.
Well, first I got there, and it was pretty easy. Sarah was very kind. And that I said, oh my God, I need to eat a food. And she said, okay, pick one. And I'm like, I don't know. And we went through a bunch of things and I wasn't going to, I didn't eat. This is the time of the explosive diarrhea, everyone, if you're listening in the future. So I was afraid to eat anywhere with lettuce.
Oh, because of the okay, yes.
Uh-huh.
I thought you were just telling us that had happened to you, and I was like, wow, she's just being really open.
Although I did take an Imodium the night before. And that's my new trick. Take an Imodium the night before you fly.
Yeah. Dude, listen, I know some people who will purposefully, okay, there are people whose names I won't say, who I don't think they would even care, but travel with plums and plum juice, or prunes and prune juice, so that they can perform when they are on the road. Me, I'm like a bear in hibernation. Just
I don't
plug
need
it up.
to. I don't need to worry about performance because mistakes happen pretty frequently in my life.
If you're not aware of, if nobody knows what a mistake is, they think you're just shitting yourself.
Then they need to go listen to the Austin episode.
Sure. Yeah, it's canon now, you guys. You need to know what a mistake is. Also, tell us what is Mystic South? What is it and where is it?
Mystic South is I'm going to call it a con because I don't remember what it's called. It's not really a festival. It's a gathering of witches and pagans and other magical people in Atlanta, Georgia in July.
Hot. So very hot.
So very much like sitting in someone's mouth after they drank hot coffee.
Ooh. I hate that. But your skin looks great.
If by great you mean really sweaty and red.
The way one of your eyebrows just elevated up your forehead. Almost hurt my feelings.
I did not see that, so I'll be excited to see the video for this one.
In my mind, in my memory from 5 seconds ago, it was real dramatic.
Anyway, she picked me up and she was like, well, there's a cookout on the way. And I lost my shit because I love cookout. because I can't get barbecue here the way I like it. I can't get Carolina style barbecue anywhere, basically, besides Carolinas. And apparently Georgia now, because they have a cookout, even though it was obviously it was not perfect. But considering I was not in a Carolina, I was in Georgia, it was pretty good. And also the hush puppies were on point. So,
ooh,
so good.
Oh my God, I love hush puppies. What are they? Are they cornbread that's been bald and fried, or is it like?
I think so. It's a little bit tougher than cornbread in my experience, just so it doesn't fall apart in the oil.
What do you dip it in?
My mouth.
Okay. Gross.
So nothing happened really the first day besides I got to eat at my favorite place.
Great.
And
That's
so Thursday, that was a Wednesday. Thursday, we had to get ready. Like I was actually there to help Sarah at her booth. Sarah is a potter. She is the owner and artist behind Flora&Function. And she's great. You guys should go check her shop out.
Yeah, absolutely. Linked below. But you were there to basically be the booth babe. Yeah.
I prefer booth bitch, but yes.
Sure. Aren't booth babes what they used to call the girls at cons that were like, that would cosplay?
No idea.
And I was like, don't call them that.
Maybe.
I don't know. Go on.
So we were in the process of getting the car loaded up, and Janie arrived because she drove up from Mississippi.
Shout out to Janie.
She was given approximately 43 seconds to put her shit down before we got in the car and went to Mystic South.
Great. Oh, God.
So we went and we loaded everything up and went in and got to meet some people and help set the booth up. And I got to meet Dave Gaddy, which I was really excited about because I had not met them in person. They are a person that I've had on my show before. They're an author and a witch, and you should check them out. And I also said hi to Tempest because I kind of think we might be friends now. Or at least close enough acquaintances that we recognize each other and say hi and stuff because we've interacted in the same circles for like 25 years. Not 25,
I think
like
that counts
20.
as friends.
No
way you sounded like, I think we might be friends.
We might be friends. You might be my friend. And then they did an opening ritual, which I thought was really nice because I know we do it at Anahatas, and that's basically what I'm referring back to when I think of anything like this, is Anahatas and Austin, because those are my two experiences. But it was really nice that it was set up well, and it was very brief, which this ex-soldier loves. Remarks complete is my favorite statement.
Yeah. So was this opening? Was this just for like the vendors there before this was open to the public?
No, it was for. It's because this happened in a hotel. I think it was the Crown Plaza. But anyway, it happened at this hotel. So there were people who were not vending, presenting, or anything else. They were just attendees. And they got there early and they were staying in the hotel. So they got to come too. And it was really cool.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
And they had little snackies. And I met a bean.
What were the snackies?
They had chicken skewers, 3 kinds of melon, strawberries, and I think deviled eggs. Right?
Oh, sorry.
And they were the sweet potato deviled eggs. I almost said vegan, but that is obviously incorrect.
Huh.
And one other thing that I didn't get, so I don't remember what it was.
Bitchin'.
And I met a bean. Abby! I met Abby!
I appreciated the Marcos very much. I didn't get to be there, so I appreciated the Marcos. Just being like, say hi to Charlye.
It was really fun, and it was very gratifying, and they are very kind. And hi, Abby, be my friend now.
I think we're friends.
Oh, and I bought, because all the vendors were setting up, I was able to do some shopping before everybody else got there, and I got something that I've been wanting for a really long time. I don't know if you were there the year that Deborah Burris, the Weather Witch, was at Anahata's.
I do not remember.
Well, she is the vendor coordinator for Mystic South now. And I bought something from their booth.
Whoa! Hell yeah, dude!
I'm excited. So
okay,
that's going to be a topic soon.
Paint us a word picture of what you just revealed.
Dowsing rods. And they are essentially, I'm going to say this is probably 14 gauge copper wire in an L shape. And then the short part is shoved through a 3/4 inch piece of copper tubing. And then through one end and out the other. And then it has a little, part that, it curves and holds it onto the tubing so you can't pull it out.
Mm. Ooh.
I don't know if you can hear that. But,
I like that noise.
And then if you hold the tube, it allows the wire to spin and move so you can use it to douse.
Okay.
So everybody watch for the dowsing rod episode coming soon.
Are you going to get out and try it in your property?
Yes, not for water though, because the water here is 2,000 feet underground and I'll never know the difference.
Sure.
But I do plan on using it.
Do it for dead bodies.
I'm definitely not doing that. Fuck?
I've heard that.
Yeah, you can use it to ask questions to your spirit team.
Oh, no, I meant literally find dead bodies in the ground.
I'm sure I could try that, but I don't want to.
Great.
No.
Wonderful. Okay.
I'm going to try and bring them with me to Anahata so you can play with them there.
Yes, but I was going to ask. Also, guys, we're hot off the heels of realizing that we're getting together in 1 month's time. So, I know you won't be able to bring this then because this is a little quick trip, but we could run around Dallas with the dowsing rods.
Maybe I'll see if I can make some and send them to you.
Ooh. Dowsing rods would be a sick.
So one of the things that I really noticed about, I'm going to go back to the one thing I was happy to see at the event was how many people were, as they would greet each other. They've obviously known each other for a really long time, and there were lots of hugs. And the thing where you hug somebody and then you stand there with one arm around them and talk to, you open up that circle to other people. It was really nice, and it reminded me of Anahata's, and it showed me that this event has history and family attached to it, and that is important to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was really nice.
That's beautiful. That's one of my favorite parts of, now I can only speak in terms of it being at Anahata's, but I love the, we used to call it camp friends, you see people that you haven't seen in so long, but it's also in this weird way, there's been no time. You're just okay, what were we doing? It's you put pause.
Yeah, especially since we now can get on Marco and FaceTime and Instagram Reels and things and still interact sort of same time. It's different than letters and texting.
Using Morse code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the prep day. And then the first full day was Friday. I woke up much later than Sarah because Sarah had to be there at 7:30.
Oh. Gross.
Yeah. So we ended up getting there, I think around 10:30 or something like that. I was pretty overwhelmed this day because I really tired and sleep deprived because I was jet lagged. I babysat the booth when Sarah went to classes, and there was a battlefield magic class that I caught the last half of because I misread the schedule, and turns out it didn't start on the 30 minutes in. It started at 30 minutes before I thought it did.
What is battlefield magic?
It was really interesting. The half that I caught, they were talking about working together to so you have a group of energy to pull from more than your own. And setting up barriers. Okay. Oh, here's something that I thought was interesting that I am incorporating into my practice. You know, when they say, if you are developing a personal shield, finger quotes, how do you describe it? A defensive,
fiery
thing around you. But what does it make around you?
Protection, defense, ward.
What physical object does it make around you?
Shield, bubble.
Bubble. So bubble. What happens with bubbles? All bubbles. What happens to all bubbles?
Oh, they die.
They eventually pop. And so I will no longer be calling it that. I'm not going to tell people to visualize that, because in the back of your mind, that subconscious knowledge about what happens to bubbles is still there. So I won't be
what's a good alternative?
Calling that shield.
Steel sphere.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tank.
Yeah.
That's up to you. But not something fragile.
Oh. Porcelain. China porcelain.
Yeah, my porcelain's
her porcelain
throne.
Boobies. I'm trying to be like a romance novel.
But basically they were like, they talked about setting, finger quotes, landmines, where you are putting levels of protection away from yourself. So you're at the center and you have shield number 1, which is, or the number 1 is closest, and then 2 is further away, and 3 is the farthest out in this example. Number 1 is the thickest, and it is a reflector. Oh. Number 2 is a weakener. Anything that comes through it gets weakened. Weakened, not weekend.
It gets the Weeknd. The musical artist, The Weeknd. Yes.
Number 3, the farthest out, is what something coming at you would hit first. And it is also a deflector. So
rubber.
The point of that is, if it's strong enough to get through door number 3, the deflector, it's going to pass through something that weakens it. So that's 2 breaks that it has to smash through. So when it gets to number 1, the final one, it will probably reflect back out. But even if it doesn't, then those 3 barriers have hopefully weakened it enough that you can push it off yourself. And that's just one sort of idea they threw out there. Another one was, like I said, I don't remember if they called them landmines or not. I think so. But they were like, if you do something like a witch bottle, you put something in it that like represents you want to then cut off all energy from yourself so that it doesn't like have a little trail back to you. Because like if there are these things that I can't remember the name of that I killed my platoon with in basic training. I see the light, I see the light, I see the light.
What?
And then It was this competition.
So not literally. Okay, all right.
No. Oh my God, no.
I thought you were just dropping some serious lore on us. Okay.
No. I don't remember what kind of mine it is. Somebody knows. It's the one that has the enemy or front towards enemy. And that even though it says front towards enemy on it, I still aimed it at myself. And I was so confident. And I said, I see the light, I see the light, I see the light, and clicked it. And then I looked like, how was that? At the drill sergeant, he was like, you just killed your whole platoon.
How was that? You see that shit?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Anyway, that has a line, like a physical line, wire that goes to it. If the enemy finds that wire, they can follow it back to you. So that's why when you're doing this, like putting finger quotes, landmine, metaphysical landmines out there to defend your property and yourself, you got to cut the lines. Don't leave anything trailing back to you. Release it, cut it. Even if that means using your knife hand, your metaphysical knife, cut it.
Don't disrespect the knife hand, dude. The knife hand is so... And these fingy scissors? Done.
The knife hand is the military thing.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
drill sergeant. At least in my experience. It may be something else for everyone else.
Magic, when you cut your magical threads.
I was just the drill sergeant talking like that.
Gotcha.
I think we might have done a ritual that night. I don't remember.
We
did not. I mean, we did. We did we went to a ritual for Bridget. It was so nice. And these 4 people were standing around we were all in a great big circle. And then they did they called the quarters, sort of, not in the craft sort of way.
Oh.
They did it in a way that actually seemed realistic, in my opinion. And then they went around and they said to... they gave you a little charm, and you were supposed to put in it what you wanted to make more abundant. And then you would dip it into the blessed water that they have, that they got from a natural spring that was nearby. And it would wash it clean of whatever crap was on it. And then when it came out, it was blessed by Bridget. And it's in my purse.
Cute. That's sweet. Although, when you first started describing it, it sounded a little bit like the scene from Rosemary's Baby.
I actually have never seen that.
Whoa. Okay. Wow.
Well, you've never seen Practical Magic, so...
I wasn't judging you, which I'm going... That's good. Hey, more on that soon.
So the things that I found out about the event on this day were that, you know how at Anahadas they are just staggered depending on, I don't know what, however long the class is?
The class schedule.
And so they overlap a lot?
Yeah. Sure.
There is no overlap here. Your class is X minutes long, just like everyone else's class. And then there's a break of, 20 to 30 minutes in between, which I love because, one, while Anahadas is an exercise in letting go, this is an exercise in making choices and standing by your choices, because there are no repeated classes. And they only offer them at certain times. So you have to decide what you're going to go to.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah.
But also they have the breaks in between, which I love, because then you have time to sit down and process what the class was and maybe talk and hang out with your friends, have a snack, go to the bathroom. You don't have to rush because, I have X amount of time before the next classes. And it also helps the vendors because we knew, a class let out. So this is not when we go to lunch or go to the bathroom. We go when class is in, because that's when it thins out in the vending room. It's super nice. I loved it a lot.
Do you have any memory of some examples of classes that were being put on?
Their Tempest did her Tempest Ruins the Tarot, which I think is super funny.
Hmm.
Morgan Daimler did one on fairies. I'm just telling you the ones that I remember that I wanted to go to that I didn't get to go to for whatever reason. There was one on Morgan Ravenna. Am I remembering that correctly? Did one on tattoo magic that I really wanted to go to.
Ooh.
I basically only went to the Battlefield Magic one and I missed half of it. So that's literally the only class I went to.
Yeah. Well, you were busy. You were watching the booth.
Well, busy and crazy.
Yeah. We need busy and crazy shirts. Yeah.
Sarah went to a lot more classes than I did, and I think Janie went to a couple as well. And there was like a Strega class by an Italian witch, or a couple of them, that happened. Also, the hotel is really cold.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm not good at this. I guess.
There were some classes that happened. Yeah.
The hotel is freezing a lot of the time.
Nice.
And the toilets are so short. So short.
Like, you gotta really get down there? You gotta really fall?
When I was sitting, my hips were below my knees.
Oh, no.
Which is great for mistakes, but not so great for standing up if you're old and kind of fat.
The whole purpose of the squatty potty. Like, yeah.
Exactly.
Wow. That sounds awful and terrible. And also, how often do people just fall into the toilet?
I don't know. And then we went home and watched a lot of, I don't know, I don't know what we did. I think we might have watched Dropout until I couldn't stand it. And then I was like, I have to go to sleep.
Yeah. I love that. Post, like, doing a busy thing that day, and then you're just like, I'm going to watch stupid TV until I actually pass out.
Yeah. And then we went to bed. And Saturday, once again, Sarah went in early and we went in late. And I met Abby again, and we were in one of the little places just chatting. And this weird woman came up and she asked me if we'd seen the back of my shirt.
Oh.
And I said, the back of my shirt? Yes, I know what it says.
What's the back of your shirt? What was the back of your shirt?
Which bitch amateur hour send us your teeth?
Wonderful. Have you seen the back of your shirt? You see, not only have I seen it, baby, I made it.
Basically. And then she called me annoying and said she had a podcast. She didn't. That's just what I heard. And she said it twice. And I heard it twice, but that's not what she said.
What happened?
She said I have a knowing.
Oh.
But she had a very southern accent.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So she was complimentary.
Yes, she was actually saying something nice, and she said that
she called me annoying.
It's so I was like that blinky-faced man meme. That's what I did twice.
I'm sorry.
And I said, did you say I'm annoying? And I waited about that long. Did you say I'm annoying? And she said, what? No. Luckily, Abby was like, I also heard annoying.
Are we talking she had like a thick, I guess, Georgia accent?
Yeah. Southern Belle.
Yeah.
But anyway, this person has a podcast called Abomination Goddess.
That sounds fucking tight.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
And then I met Carla and Trina, two more beans. They asked if I was Macy.
Did you say
Because
yeah?
they were like, "Are you the one with the tree?"
Did you say yeah? Don't fucking for sure. Yeah, I did.
And I was like, "She is no longer with the podcast." And
oh, no.
there was Madame Pamita did a class. She has a new deck coming out, and she was doing a class about that, I believe.
Mm.
And so I got to talk to her for a little bit, which was super nice because
How was that?
I really enjoy them as a person. I got to talk to her like on with my face in person. It was wonderful. And
blessings.
thanks. And so I had her on my show, so I sort of was like, "Hey, remember that?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, hey, what's up?" And she's interested on being But the fun part is she's going to be on our podcast.
Right
later.
Now?
No. No. She's
wait, like
she
she's coming
wants to do
on?
an interview. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And maybe something else cool is going to happen. We are still working that part out, though.
So talk about what Llewellyn, the publisher that also, and I'm not the only one. I have seen other people be like Llewellyn. They do the book pitch thing that you were talking about.
Yeah. Sarah told me about this, and then I saw a sign. So Llewellyn is one of the big sponsors of Mystic South, and they do this thing on, I think, Saturday mornings or whatever morning. I don't know what morning, one morning. And you can schedule a 5-minute pitch where if you have an idea for a book, they'll hear your idea. The publishers are there and you can talk to them in person. So if you have a book idea that you want to talk to them about and you think it'll go better in person, go to Mystic South and do your 5-minute pitch.
And good luck to you, because the way that my mouth would open and I would immediately just go, yeah. I would look at their faces looking at my face. Yeah. And just be like, Lord of the Rings. I would just describe the plot of Lord of the Rings and be like, that's my book. Do you like it? Yeah.
And then we went home and Janie taught Sarah how to play Dices / Farkle.
Farkle! Oh, I went through such a big Farkle phase. I love a Farkle.
Me too. It's a very summer, late evening, chillin' game.
Just put some dice in a cup.
Yep.
Yeah. Count. Do math for fun.
And we went to bed early.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
And then Sunday, I remembered that I'm a podcaster with a mic.
Did you go, oh, shit. Yeah.
Yes. But then later on, throughout the weekend, I thought, I really want to talk to people after they've experienced this thing fully. And I want to talk to somebody who's been here to several and then a brand new person. Luckily, Abby is the one who's a bean. This was her first time. And I was able to talk to her for the newbie person. And for the senior person who's been there, senior meaning many years, not elderly.
Seasoned.
Yeah. I got to talk with Marla and Heather, the two people who founded the event.
Wow. Yeah, you wrote and you said were like purely by chance you got to talk to them.
Listen to Marla and Heather first and then Abby afterward.
Okay.
So, Heather and Marla, I was told that you two created this. What made you do it?
For me, it was community. I'm a high priestess in my tradition, and as an elder, I think it is part of my job to make sure there is opportunities for community to grow and to find each other, because that's my job. It's not just teaching the tradition, it's making sure that you are comfortable saying you're a witch.
I appreciate it. How about you? How did you join? What made you decide, yes, this is also what I want to do?
I think I saw this type of event and this type of community building, as Marla said, in other areas of the country. And in those places and in the circles I ran and the people I spoke to, they were surprised that there were actually witches, magical people, occult practices here in the South. Like, this is the Bible Belt. Like, there are witches down there. There are people practicing magic down there. So I saw some of these events and I'm like, we could do this down here. There's nothing like this down here. Everything is really far away. So, and there are tons and tons of magical practices, not just witches, not just pagans. So he said, okay, I said to Marla, we can do this. And she's like, yeah, we can do this.
We were coming back from a conference in California, and the planes had been rerouted and all kinds of crazy, because it was a crazy January, February weather event. And we ended up sitting on the plane next to each other and we're saying, this was so cool. Why don't we do this?
Yeah.
And
we planned it out, and that was the very beginning of it. And, you know, we could, and we did.
And it took us a couple of years to get it off the ground. We got different people involved. And one of the things that we really wanted to do, we had another friend that was trying to do an academic track. And he said, I'm going to go create this and do this. And we're like, join us.
Yeah.
So that's why we have an academic track. And so that people not only can present workshops and present things to do, but they can present on their research. And I know we've got 15 this time. We had about 15 or 20, and people love it. So we don't really have any pagan academics in this area, opportunities for them to present.
Yeah.
That's something I was interested in, because I haven't seen it at any events I've gone to. Nobody, it's always, here's a fun workshop, we're going to do a ritual, and here's a vendor call. There's no higher ed stuff.
Well, there is other, yeah, no, and you're correct in a sense, because it's very difficult to have true academic papers and presentations within settings that aren't sanctioned by the university system or academia. So we don't get them as often, and it's harder to get them to come here because they're not paid to come here. It's not sanctioned. They're not getting credit. But some of them do come here, and because they can on their own dime. They're part of the community that want to offer that bridge. Some of the other pagan conferences, specifically Sacred Space, I'll name them, they do offer the intermediate and advanced workshops. So they're giving that higher level stuff, but it's not necessarily academic, because that's two separate things. So we've tried to kind of maintain that area as something a little unique.
Why do you think people should come?
I think it's still community building. That's why I think, because we'll see people, it's their first time, and they are just so excited. My friend came this year, and she hasn't really done anything like in a couple of decades, and she's blown away. She said, I've missed all of this the last number of years because life gets in the way. And that's what we see with a lot of the people their first year. If they come the first year, we've got them. And that's it. Yeah, I mean, that's it. They may, and people, as I said, with life and costs and things like that, might take off a year or two. But one of the things that I hear, because I stay outside with all the workshop stuff, is, I'm so glad to be back. I so missed you. And when we took the break for COVID, so many people they understood why we did not have the event that year, but it was like the magic came back, yes, and it's what kept some of them going, was to be able to do this. And I find that it's almost flattering, but on top of that, it's inspirational that they thought that much of this little event that we created, that they wanted to spend their time and spend their money, because it's an expensive, when you're staying in a hotel for 3 nights. Yeah. And it's not, any hotel is going to be that same price point. That's what it is. And we wanted a hotel thing because I'm tired of camping. I love being outside, but I'm 68 years old, and putting that tent up and doing the thing, I love it. And I love being able to jump the fire, but I don't want to. We need a space. Outside. We need a space we're not getting mosquito bit and ticks when we're getting home. Yes.
I would not have been aboard if we were going to do camping. I don't camp, but that's another.
And I love going to camping events, but we needed something that had air conditioning.
Yeah. But getting back to your question for me about why people should come, so I think there's multiple reasons why, and it depends on who they are and what they are. Of course, like you said, different types of people arrive here. But for young people or people who are new to this world, they should come here because we aim to, and I think we do it successfully, provide a very welcoming space where people who have never been in this environment will come in and feel comfortable. They're going to be nervous, overwhelmed, of course, but everybody says hello to everybody, and we've been told that every time. There's no sense that they don't belong, even though they are welcomed right from the beginning. So I think one way to do this is if you are in an isolated place or don't have the access to community, you can come here, feel welcome, be exposed to all different types of practices, not just witchcraft, not just paganism, but all kinds of practices, all kinds of people who are just here to be joyful. And you can do that in a single space for one weekend and then expand your practice from there. Yeah. The other reason would be to come here and learn something new or learn something more about your path and then bring it back to the community that couldn't come. So not everybody can come. They can't afford it, time, whatever, kids, whatever the case may be, you can send a representative here. You can learn from seasoned practitioners in a variety of practices, including your own, and then bring that information back. Another reason to come, if you're a seasoned practitioner or new whatever, you can make connections to other people to learn further outside of Mystic South. And there's nothing like making a face-to-face contact for learning. I can email a person for a year. I can email 10 people. It's not the same as sitting down like we're doing right here and saying, hey, tell me about who you are. Let's talk outside of Mystic South. It's a deeper connection. It's a stronger bond immediately, even if you don't know that person. You can come for that reason. And then, of course, seasoned practitioners who have known each other and been doing stuff like this for years, this is a way to come and see us, because we're all over the country and the world, really, to come see people we love and known for years. And I mean, every year, as soon as I see Marla, because we don't see each other sometimes during the rest of the year, rarely. But when I see her face come walk through those hotel doors, it's like family. We just give I'm going to tear up thinking about it. Big hug to my sister, co-event creator, and it feels. It makes the year.
It does.
It makes the year.
And that's what my friend was saying. It's like, wow. And people are so nice to me, and they don't know me. And I was talking to one of the other vendors. He said, it's family. He said, whatever happens, this is family, and we can count on each other. Yeah. And that's important, especially during the turbulent times we are having.
Yeah.
And I think we offer that space. And as Heather was saying, we offer a variety of experiences and learning. We try and bring in a lot of different things. So when people apply for workshops, I'll send them out to the rest of the group and say, okay, what do we know about these people, and is there anything going on? And so we have different things every time. So she's presenting on a Buddhist practice. That's it. And last night we had voodoo. We've had, we've had a lot of different things. I wanted to talk a little bit about what we offer through the year. Okay. And it's not.
We offer more.
We offer more through the year. No, but what I'm saying.
I'm not.
She doesn't know this. Marla always springs ideas on her. What I am saying about that is we have the online community. We do have the Facebook. We have other things like that. But when we get closer to the event, Heather puts out these survival guides.
I saw those.
And I think that has helped, especially the new folks coming in, to be reminded of things. Because how do you travel here? How do you get from MARTA? How do you buy food? How do you remember to bring your charge cords? Heather reminds people of that the month leading up. And I think that's very valuable because everybody's very excited to do something and you forget the practicality of what you need. Does that make sense?
We're coming here to learn about magic, but we still got to remember.
But you got to eat. You got to eat. You got to shower.
The first year, and a lot of the stuff, we don't have everything we started, but that was one of the things that I did the first year because people didn't know the hotel. I knew the hotel. I was one of the only local people. So it kind of started, it was fun, make it fun for everybody. But I think that's also one of the reasons people find this welcoming. It's not the only reason, clearly. But we set that up saying, hey, this is your survival guide. This is how to, and it's a little funny. It's a little fun. Some of the stuff is serious. You know, you can't go sky-clad in your rituals because this is a hotel. And it's a hotel, but we also have, fun things. And we give everybody a prep. And especially for new people, that's really important. But also things change year to year. Like this year we had a different lunch situation or we have rooms change and we have the survival guides and we have that out there and the group to prep people for changes as well. Because like Marla said right at the beginning, this is about community. It's not about Marla and I. It's not about how we started. It's about our entire board, our staff. We have the biggest staff and volunteer team ever this year.
God. And it has made such a big difference.
Big difference for us as we grow. And we try to keep saying, we say every time we have one of our group meetings, whatever, this is Mystic South first. It is about Mystic South. And Marla and I could plan a conference all day, all night, weeks. And if nobody presented, there'd be no conference. If nobody attended, there'd be no conference. If nobody volunteered, there'd be no conference. So this Mystic South is not just Marla and I. We just said, this is a great idea. Let's get people together. And, you can't, a party of two is not a party. It's just, tea.
And I like that we have a variety. I like that our divination room has grown because, most of us read tarot, at least for ourselves. But having the opportunities of divination, if you want to have a crystal reading or your astrology chart, you might not get that at home, but you can do that here.
That's your baby.
That's my baby.
It is your baby.
I love my workshops. Don't get me wrong. I love doing the tetras. I love doing the tetras of getting those workshops going.
You do.
But
that was your baby. You've been trying for years. It took a bunch of years before it took off, and it's beautiful now.
Yeah.
Beautiful job.
Anyway, but
just to sort of wrap up, what was your favorite part about this year?
It's not over yet. Why are you? My favorite part may still come.
So, what are you excited most about for the next one?
Oh, it's
our
10-year
anniversary.
next year.
That's it. We don't know. We're not going to tell you anything about what's coming because we'll tell you it's
all I know is
10-year anniversary.
One of the folks wants to have a kick-ass ritual, and we've been planning that for like a day and a half now.
So if somebody's going to come, next year's the big one.
We don't know if it's going to be bigger, but it's going to be a good one because we are going to be super celebratory, and we're going to have some special things, no doubt, and we're gonna be so happy because it is our 10-year.
10-year, yeah.
And we can't go. You have to. This is a rite of passage for Mystic South, right?
It is
Double digits.
Yeah. So,
Especially an event.
But I think my favorite thing this year would probably be having my own staff person this year for the first time.
and I was going to say the staff and the volunteers, because
we've been doing it alone with 6 people for all these years.
Yeah, and nobody on the outside knows that.
Yes, now they do.
Well, I know. No, I mean, people know it, but they don't think about running an event of a couple of hundred people and 25 vendors with 6 people, and yet I feel we've been very successful doing that. And it's just taken a while to get those. I know you've got Amy, I've got Dee, and we've got different things going on. And
we couldn't sit with you if we didn't have them. Yeah.
That would not happen.
We were like chickens with our heads cut off most of the time, but it worked. And having a tight, smaller committee running things is good because it keeps us close, which sets the tone for the conference, and it keeps us working tight together. But we are too big. We're growing.
Yeah.
So
and having the volunteers there, like I've got this young lady there right now, so she can kind of tell people what's going on. I make sure she has a schedule, and we've got volunteers other places. These folks, it has made a world of difference.
But if you're talking about events that people see outside of our work, which is definitely the best part, I think we did something new this year, which we're going to continue, which I really enjoyed. It's not the best part. I love it all. How do you say what's the best? It's like choosing from your children. But we opened up on Thursday night, which I think was a really nice thing. We had a spiritual opening, which we hadn't done before COVID. We had a little reception, and this gets back. And it gets back to the beginning of this chat about community. That people come here excited on Thursday to start the day on Friday, but they want to see each other. They're seeing each other first on a Thursday. So to offer a space where people can come together with a little nosh, with just coming in, as we did that for the first time this year.
And I think it was fabulous.
It was so nice.
Yeah,
it was good.
To see, as a first timer, it was nice to see that there is a community here that knows each other, and they're coming back.
Yeah, and they come from everywhere in the country, and we've had people from other countries come too. So but offering that Thursday night to the people who are here,
and that was you really have pushed that for a while.
Yeah, and this was the first year we were able to do it in this space because of our growth, and so we're really excited to expand on that, and I doing the opening before and just kind of like the kickoff. It's like for sports fans everywhere, that's our kickoff, or for Olympic opening ceremony. That's really beautiful to do that Thursday night.
Yeah, because it did not work as effective when we did it on Friday, because what happened doing it on Friday is it would push the workshops back, and we get a lot of submissions, and we like to make sure we have the best thing, but having an opening ceremony at the beginning would take an hour out of the workshop time. So anyway.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Taking the time to sit down with me, even though it was the last minute. So Abby, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Although this is for WBAH, not for mine. So we met on Thursday.
Yes.
Which was fun.
Mm-hmm. I creeped up to you.
And I thought, oh my God.
I'm so sorry, but I
was afraid. So is this the first time you came to Mystic South?
Yes, this is my first time at Mystic
Is
South.
it your first time at any event or just to this one?
At any multi-day event. Been to one-day classes and workshops, but my first time at a multi-day
okay, cool. What made you
event.
come to this one?
Partially proximity. I could drive. But also growing up and living in Tennessee, I assumed that a lot of people at Mystic South would probably be from this area and might have similar practices and things to me, because I focus a lot of my stuff on being in Tennessee, Appalachian things.
Yay.
So
What's been your favorite part?
Being able to just be myself, being with like-minded people, not having to explain anything, just being able to be completely open in a way that I don't typically get to be.
Yeah. At the Bridget ritual, it was nice to just look around the room and be like, these are not scary people. These are people that I'm comfortable with.
I went to the drum circle last night.
How was that?
It was amazing.
Really late for me.
It was very late. I actually went upstairs and I didn't go to sleep, but just like laid in bed for 2 hours and I was like, I'm doing it. I'm going.
Yay.
And I'm so glad that I did. Seeing adults in such childlike joy was... It's gonna sound dramatic, but might be like a soul-altering experience. Like just seeing that kind of joy, and feeling it from the drums too, was just really cool.
Yay. It's good. Drums are good. So now that you've experienced it, do you think you'll come back again?
Yes.
Why would you recommend people come? And do you recommend staying in this hotel to do it?
So I can understand that it could be cost prohibitive, so I want to be sensitive to that. But I do think staying in the hotel was really helpful, especially for me who I kind of need those breaks. So getting to go back to my room for a little bit. And it also just made it a lot easier for me to, like when I said I'm going to the drum circle, I just had to get up and go. I didn't have to, I didn't get to talk myself out of it. Yeah.
It's just go downstairs.
Yeah, there weren't opportunities to talk myself out of it. So, I mean, I would say if possible, it was nice to stay here. And it was also just nice to, come down to the lobby and people be hanging out. And, running into people on the elevators. I got to hear a funny discussion this morning where the 3 people I rode down in the elevator with, one of them was like, I think my husband talked to you yesterday. And he was like, oh, I don't remember for sure. And she said, I think you all talked about magic. And we all just stood there for a second. We're like, that could literally be anyone. And then she clarified Magic the Gathering. And he was like, oh, okay. But it was just that beat of course we talked about magic.
That's good. Hopefully I can come back next year and hopefully we see each other again.
Yes, I hope so too. I hope I can find ways to come to other things too. Maybe
we would love to see you at Anahata's.
I would love to come to Anahata's.
It would be so great. Because like you were saying how it's easier to talk yourself into it. Everything's there. Mm-hmm. It's not like you have to get in a car and go somewhere.
Yep.
You just have to put your shoes on, and even that's a maybe.
Yep.
So, thanks. Again, I'm glad I got to meet you.
I'm so glad. Thank you for being welcoming and not... Thank you for pushing through the discomfort of me just coming up to you.
Well, thank you for doing it, because I know that's not comfortable to do.
It was... I was like... That was one of all my keychains. I have my full keychain because I was like, this is my energy for this weekend.
Yay.
I'm just doing the things.
You're saying yes?
Yes.
That's good.
And there we go.
And the rest of the day was very laid back. We basically just closed up at 2, which is when the vending area closed. And we packed up and left. Actually, right before that, I wanted to tell you this part. Right before that, the people across from us had brought their service dog. And sometimes the dog, when it was off work, it had a squeaky toy or something, or I assumed it did because it's a dog. And I heard a squeaky toy and I was like, oh, is that the dog? Did they have a dog toy over there? Because it was coming from behind us.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah said, no, that's the penises. Because the people behind us had crocheted penises, put a squeaky toy in the dick, and put stress balls, like the kind that are like have liquid in them, in the balls.
I love that. What a good time. No, that's the dicks.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was my favorite event, though. Is that a dog toy? No, that's the penises.
No, that's the dick. Okay, sure. Love that.
I want to tell you some of the things that were being vended because it's pretty cool. It's a very curated vending area, and I appreciate that a lot.
Pee-pees with squeaky toys.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a crochet person back in the corner, and they had these interesting capes that was like an owl head on the top. Like if you're behind them, it's an owl head. Yeah. And then the wings are wings. And then the back of the body is an owl's body. So if you hold your arms out like that, it looked like an owl was standing on your back, kind of.
Cool.
And then there was the Deborah Burris's table, and they had stuff like the dowsing rods, which I bought, and something really cool, which I've not seen before, in that they had rattles, but it was like skulls that they had decoupaged pressed flowers. Charlye, it was so cool. Pressed flowers on. It was really interesting. And they did
rattles as in like a maraca?
Yes.
Ooh.
And she did beat yeah.
It's not on the internet.
Sorry.
You can't do that here.
Don't say pussy.
Don't Pussy Willow. Don't say pussy.
Get your shirts.
Yeah. Check out don't say pussy shirts.
Anyway. Sorry to the Mystic South people who are listening to this. It's in jokes. It's wabah in jokes.
They said pussy way more than we thought they were gonna.
Yeah. Tempest there was her booth of art. There was a huge book selling area because, like I said, Llewellyn is one of the sponsors. And I believe the authors would come in and sit for an hour and sign books, and you could buy their book and sign it and talk to them a little bit. There were a ton of readers that were in another room, like a reading area specifically. There were lots of jewelers. There were some crystal sales. The booth next to, the two booths next to us, I've never seen anywhere before.
Oh.
One of them sold pens, really nice pens. Like a
fountain pen?
Yeah, I couldn't remember that word. Ooh. Fountain pens. And the booth next to us on the other side had shrouds.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Talk more about that.
I think it was like muslin or a cotton. I don't remember what that really the thin cotton fabric is.
Linen?
Maybe. It was thinner than that, I think.
Cheesecloth.
It reminded me of cheesecloth, but not quite that loosely woven. Anyway, lawn. Maybe I mean cotton lawn. Anyway, they had taken flowers, and there's this thing. Rachel did it once to make that big banner. You take flowers and plants and you put them on fabric and then like beat them into the fabric or something.
Ooh.
I don't remember exactly how it's done, but she did that, or they did that. I think they might be death doulas, but they were beautiful, but I was still afraid to look at them directly with my eyes.
Okay, sure.
Because I have issues. But if you don't have the issues with that, you should really check them out I think they might have also done a class where they actually, I believe, wrapped someone up, which would make me have a nervous breakdown. So I'm glad I didn't attend that. But there were some really cool classes. Y'all should really just look at the classes they had. It's a really cool event, and I'm really hopeful that we can go to it together next year.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it might be kind of hard because they have seemed to grow a family there that once somebody, it seems as if once somebody gets on the spot, they don't really have a high turnover rate.
Yeah.
So, which is great for that event, but also makes it hard for us who wants to get in
Yeah.
to the event.
So we are hoping, we don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, but we are just sort of hoping that maybe they'll have a spot and maybe
More
we'll get approved in
spots.
it, because it is curated. Like I said, they vet all the vendors to make sure there's not 70 people selling 3D printed stuff.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. And no AI.
Which, by the way, get our 3D printed stuff at no.
And so a good part of my time there was spent looking to see what they didn't have that you and I could do. And so I have a list of things that I hope that we can bring to them next year if we manage to get in.
Are you going to read it right now on the podcast? Or no?
I'm sure not.
You can't give that away.
I sure am not.
What about like finger traps? We can make our own like woven finger traps. We can make
It never even occurred to me to do that.
saltwater taffy.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
We could do.
Basically, if you can find it in a Showbiz Pizza prize case.
That's where my brain was. It's like turning in tickets at Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah.
That was pretty
Some, like,
much
off-brand candy you haven't seen since you were 4. Yeah.
Mallow cups or whatever.
I'll fuck up a Mallow
Those
cup.
Spud candy bars.
I don't know what that is. Spud?
It's
Like a
this
tater?
weird potato candy. It's strange.
I don't know if I like it or hate it. I think I like it.
But that was my experience. It is. I know it's not the traditional event experience because I have specific needs that things I like to do, which is nothing.
Well,
But
and if that's
there's
what
stuff
you
there
like
to
to
other
do,
people who do like to do things, they'd like it.
those balls that bounce really high, but they also light up when they hit the ground.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Stickers.
Lots of stickers. Yeah. About 400 plastic dinosaur figurines that are all,
That are all twisted.
That's
'Cause they got too hot.
Kind of melty from the sun, like a little bit sun bleached because nobody has gotten them.
One side is paler than the other.
Mm-hmm. And then up on the wall, we'll have like a PlayStation 4 for an amount of tickets that it would literally
For
equal
$4,000.
millions of dollars. Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And an off-brand handheld, not a Steam Deck, just a steamy deck.
Steamy game mitts. I don't know.
Yeah. And that one will be $2,000.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. And maybe work. Yeah.
But that was it. That's how my event went.
Sticky hands?
Yes.
Anyway, thank you for telling us about your event. I'm sorry it turned into the carnival or whatever at the end, but thank you guys. Also, the prints have like 2 days. If you're gonna do it, do it. Pull the. I don't want to say pull the trigger.
Get your prints.
Get it. Get the print.
Click buy.
Next week, you're gonna want to tune in.
Spooky,
'Cause
spooky,
we've got-
spooky.
Spooky, scary skeletons dancing in your ass. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Send in your stories.
Oh, yeah, please send in your stories. Put spooky somewhere in the title. If you've sent them before, send them again, baby. Let's go. Bye. I gotta pee.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.